For Can also, we were like scrambling with a lot of things. I was seeing all these famous faces there, big faces there, and I was like, I don't fit in. I have like massive respect for Priyanka. So how Falguni Peacock dressed Aishwarya it can be. 80% of your wardrobe should be something that you wear on a regular basis, and 20% are trendier items. If you're wearing something that is your personality, if you're a basic person, you're an understated person and you're wearing an understated outfit, your personality will shine. I actually always wanted a blush pink or a light pink lehenga for my wedding. I remember watching Dear Zindagi back in college when I was in undergrad, and I remember relating to her a lot. Try to see if I can take one movie and break down the style, and I watch it. When I used to watch movies too, I wouldn't watch them with a styling lens.
Hello everybody, this is Manisha. Welcome back to Off Script with Social Nation. Today's creator is somebody who had the guts to leave her corporate job and pursue her passion for content creation. She's had a lot of milestone moments, right from going to the Cannes Film Festival to hosting Pink Villa's Style Icons to meeting her idol Priyanka Chopra, and now you might have seen her style behind the character, which is basically decoding the style of all our favorite Bollywood characters out there. She has a very unique name, pear-shaped stylist. So let's welcome her. Let's welcome Kinnari Jain. How are you doing?
Good, how are you doing?
Great. I want to start with your name first of all.
Okay.
So the pear-shaped stylist. One, how did you come up with this name? Of course, it's a body type.
Yes.
But what made you think of using this as a whole identity for yourself?
I mean, honestly, when I was starting out, I didn't think too much about the name. Now, in hindsight, I probably should have. But having said that, it came very naturally to me because I myself was a obvious pair. I'm still a pear-shaped person. Most people would not agree with that, but I am. But I'm not that obvious a pair now. Obviously, I've worked out on my physique and everything, but at that time I was an obvious pair, and I had gone through a style journey myself to figure out what suits my body type, what doesn't suit my body type. And when I started this page, I was coming through my own knowledge of what trial and error had happened on my body. So it was just natural for me to use my body type in the name as well, and I called it the pear-shaped stylist. That time I was not targeting, a particular section of the body type of women. Obviously, like in India, most of the women are of that body shape.
Yeah, that's true.
But that time I didn't think of it that way. I just went with what I thought was right and what worked for me.
But I want to know, one, how does one even identify their body type?
One doesn't, actually there are, if you think about it, theoretically there are 5 body types.
Yeah.
But one doesn't technically fit exactly into a body type because each body is different. So you can't exactly fit yourself into, say, a pear-shaped or an inverted triangle or an hourglass or whatever. What you can probably do, or you see yourself in the mirror every day, so you know that, okay, my hips are wider than my shoulders, I know that. Or I have wide shoulders, I know that. Or probably my midriff is the widest part of my body, I know that. So these particular things you already know about yourself, and it's just about how you want to balance it out and how you want to opt for clothing items that flatter your body type. You it's about embracing your body type and showing off your best assets.
But for people who don't know, if you had to in one line explain each of the body types, how would you do that?
So a pear-shaped body type is, of course, when your hips are wider than your chest and shoulders.
Right.
The opposite of that is inverted triangle, when your shoulders are wider than your waist and your hips. Then comes hourglass, where your shoulders and your hips are almost the same size and the thinnest part of your body is your waist. So it's like an hourglass.
Yeah.
Right? Then it's the apple body shape, where you have a wider midriff, which is wider than your shoulders and your hip. Rectangle body shape is when you have your shoulders, your waist, your hips all almost in line. They are all almost the same size. So you have like a rectangular frame, and there is a little bit of lack of curves there.
Ouch. We were just discussing it in the office, and
Yeah.
I was asking the girls, do you all even know which body type you are? Because it keeps changing. So my
No,
colleague
it
told me
becomes-
you're rectangle. I was like, that's a little offensive. You think I have no curves? What do you mean?
No, see, that's the thing. It's not. That's why it's very difficult to fit anyone into
Yeah, exactly.
into these 5 body shapes, because everybody's body is different. It's just that, you know, you can take that as a guideline a little bit. Like if you're kind of a rectangle body shape, what you should probably wear.
Right. So for each body type now, if you had to tell one specific thing that they should follow in their clothing
Yeah.
on a daily basis, what would that be?
Well, I guess let's start with rectangle, because we were talking about rectangle.
Yeah.
Rectangle body shape. If you want to enhance curves in your body, you
Yeah.
should go with puff sleeves. You should go with voluminous pants, so paper bag pants, or even you know, those pleated skirts.
Okay.
Or something that adds volume to your shoulders, like ruffle tops or something like that. That can bring curves to your stature, right? Now, for pear-shaped bodies, since you're wanting to balance out your hips, and you have a wider hip area, you would also want to add volume on your shoulders, so
Right,
you can
right.
balance out your hip.
Yeah,
So you would want to do that. Instead of going with skinny jeans, you would want to go with wide leg jeans or straight leg jeans, so that they fall straight from your hip down, right? All these things help. Go for high waisted bottoms, because pear shapes have really well defined waistlines, so like, why not flaunt that? So go for high waisted bottoms. And then for apple body shapes, something that you know, falls down very. So how there are peplum tops, right?
Yeah.
Peplum tops cinch at the waist and then fall down
Flare.
in a flare.
Yeah.
So something like that, that falls on your body like that. Then we have inverted triangle, where your shoulders are the widest part. So in order to narrow down your shoulders, you go for deeper necklines, deep V necklines actually thin out your torso. You go for vertical stripes, you go for smaller prints on the top, and you go for big and bold prints or brighter colors at the bottom, because they help you volumize
Right,
your
right,
bottom. Right, and what are we left with? Hourglass. Hourglass actually is a perfect body
Yeah,
shape.
crazy.
Hourglass is a perfect body shape, so you should embrace bodycon dresses and
Yeah.
like show off those curves. So yeah, I think again, these are all guidelines. So according to your body shape, if you feel like you want to enhance your curves or do this, do that, while embracing your body, these are just guidelines that you can follow.
Perfect. Now I want to move on to what are you wearing today? If you had to break it down.
Okay. So I actually, of course, there's a sale going on at Zara. I went on a Zara sale haul like last weekend, and I bought these pants and this top from there. And I saw this really cool trend that was going on, where you basically wrap around a scarf on your hips, which I mean, I thought was really cool. And also because it was like a monochrome outfit, I wanted some pop of color, so I did that. There's some DIY stuff that I did here. And I got these bangles recently. This is again a trend that I fell for. These are raisin bangles that I got from, now I forget the name of the brand, but yeah, they were generous enough to send it to me, and it was matching with the scarf as well. So yeah, and the earrings, again, there was a little bit of turquoise and gold in it, and there was turquoise here. So yeah, I just like matched it up and worked out well.
Very good. I love it. Okay, now when I went through your profile, the first ever post on your Instagram basically says that you left your corporate job to start content creation so that you can help people with budget friendly tips for fashion, right?
Yeah.
That was the main goal then. So from then to now, 3 years later, do you think you've accomplished that goal that you started off with?
Well, just to like clarify, I did not first leave my job. I was doing it side by side for quite some time. But yes, when I started that page, it was, I've always had that psychology or philosophy, I don't know, whatever you want to call it, where I feel it doesn't matter how expensive or cheap an item is. It doesn't have to be branded, as long as it is a good quality material and it fits your style, it fits your body type. You can definitely create extremely stylish outfits out of it. So that's where the budget friendly aspect came into being. I wasn't shopping like from very expensive brands, but every time I would go out, my friends would ask, hey, where did you buy that? I'm like, listen, this is just this much. Like, and that's what style is about. Style is not about fashion, buying from expensive brands. Style is about your inherent ability to be able to showcase yourself in a certain way, whatever reflects your personality the best. So I think that's what I wanted to bring out in the page as well, and also not just like create a style for yourself, but also to feel confident in a way that can flatter your body type.
Makes sense. So you think you've accomplished that now, finally?
I don't know if that's probably a question for my followers, but I think little bit from what I see in the DMs or like from the comments that I see, there's little bit I have accomplished, that maybe 25%, I would say. Still a long way to go.
Okay. Now, since you also mentioned that you were working and creating content, so what is your advice to people who do want to pursue, say, content creation as a long-term career goal? When should they take that leap like you did?
I mean, to each their own, honestly. I cannot tell them probably like just leave your job now and start creating content, and I would never advise that. I wouldn't also say no, do it like me, like do it along with your job for some time, and then once it starts paying you enough, like leave your job. I mean, again, this is something that a person has to figure out on their own, but I would definitely say that when you're starting out, just think about something that you're really passionate about, like something that really drives you, something that you know you can create content about day in and day out for years and years to come, because it can definitely become very repetitive, and if you'll start losing interest if you're not really passionate about that thing. And also your content will not speak to the audience if you're not really passionate about that thing. So I feel like anyone who wants, a lot of times people come to me and they ask, how do you find your niche? I'm like, you shouldn't be trying to find your niche. It should already be with you. There has to be something that you really like doing. Just try to find that and then start creating content on that, and you can take inspiration from people who are already creating content, but at the end of the day it has to come from within you.
That's true. And do you remember your first brand deal, or the first time you won money through content creation?
Yes, I do remember. I can mention the name, right, of the brand?
No, I think just say
it's okay.
No, just say which niche of brand. Let's not mention the brand.
Okay, it was in fashion only, because I was primarily doing fashion reels from the beginning. So a fashion brand had reached out, and I already owned clothes from this fashion brand, so it was a big deal for me that I wear them and they have reached out. So I think that, and that time I was not being I was doing it all on my own. I didn't have a team or anything, so like all negotiations and everything I had to do on my own, and that I did for quite some time as well. But it was quite exciting. Like I remember feeling accomplished.
But getting into content creation, you knew that it was something that you could make money off of?
That was not my goal, honestly, initially, because I was doing it with my job. Although I always wanted to start something of my own, I didn't ever think that content would be something that I would be earning money out of. I would have thought of going into styling. I would have probably started doing personal styling, or I would have thought of a business in that angle. But when the page picked up and I realized, I can make money out of this, is when I seriously started putting in efforts. I mean, I was already putting in efforts, but that was again, I was taking it kind of like a hobby, but then I started taking it more seriously.
Now coming to your recent content that I'm really liking, Style Behind the Character, I think you have a very different way of looking at it. When I would see movies, I don't think I would see their clothes as much as reflecting to the situation or their personality, but I love the insights that you are giving. So where did the idea come from?
I think it just came. I was also talking to my team at the time, and we were trying to devise um, something along these lines, but we didn't have a clear idea on how we're going to do it. I mean, a lot of people were already breaking down celebrity styles,
Yeah.
right? I just didn't know whether I wanted to do like a movie specific thing or a celebrity specific thing or whatever. But then I was like, okay, I'll just like try to see if I can take one movie and break down the style, and I watch it. When I used to watch movies too, I wouldn't always watch them with a styling lens, but this
Yeah.
time when I was creating a series, I was watching them with a styling lens. What must the stylist be thinking? Why is this person wearing this at this point of time? What are the emotions behind it? What is the thought process behind it? And that's what I did. I just watched the movie with that lens, and it was very evident. And I was like, how did I not notice this before? Like, I get it. Like, why this is being done the way that it is. And I thought it was really interesting, and so we just made a whole series. When it picked up, we obviously created more and more episodes, but we never thought we'll do so many episodes. But yeah, I think just the fact that it was so interesting to me and I was enjoying doing it also.
Who is your favorite Bollywood character in terms of styling?
My favorite Bollywood character, I really liked Alia Bhatt's styling in Dear Zindagi, also because I really liked Alia Bhatt's character in Dear Zindagi.
That's cool.
I related. I remember watching Dear Zindagi back in college when I was in undergrad, and I remember relating to her a lot at that time. And so I've always had a soft corner for that character. And so I relate with that character and the styling as well quite a bit. Another one that I don't think I can pull off, but I really admire is Deepika in Cocktail, which I recently did as well. Yeah. But yeah, she was. I remember being like starstruck when I saw it the first time. Like her outfits were amazing.
I think you should break down Bebo in Kambaktish next.
Oh,
I think
that's interesting.
because that was my what's the word, introduction kind of to even understand what seduction was. I think Bebo in that one song with that pink colored dress and then black. So I think that would be a very interesting character for you to break down. Idea right there. But
I'll do that.
if you had to kind of talk about Kinnari Jain as a character in life and your styling throughout the years, how would you describe it in the same way that you describe the Bollywood series?
My styling has always been basics but with a twist. Like, I like adding statement pieces to basics.
Yeah, okay.
Like, I'd rather go with a white tank top and jeans, but I'll put in some like statement earrings or like statement bangles or like do all that. That's always been my style. So I think that's like the perfect definition of what my style is. You'll find a lot of basics in my closet.
Fair. I also like how you've mentioned that when a person's happy, when the characters are happy, they have this pop of color, and then suddenly when
it
they're
happens
sad,
with
it's
me
nude.
also. When I'm like, I know it's Sunday, okay, I will gravitate towards like a yellow dress or like a orange dress when it's a Sunday. Like, I'll go with flowy dresses. It's just a mindset thing. When we're happy, we do gravitate towards flowy silhouettes with bright, vibrant colors. When we're sad, we're like, I'm sitting in my gray sweatshirt.
That was me yesterday.
Gray
Today's
sweatshirts and
difference.
sweatpants. It's just we don't even think about it, but we're doing it inherently ourselves.
Beautiful. Now my next question is about your wedding. I want to know, one, how did you decide your wedding outfit, and what tip would you give to your audience based on what happened at your wedding, in your wedding styling?
Okay. I actually always wanted a blush pink or a light pink lehenga for my wedding. I always had that thought in my head, and plus I knew it was going to be like a sundowner wedding with like a sunset happening in the background, and it was on a beach, and also I wanted to go with like pastel light colors. So of course the setting was such, and I always gravitated towards that color, which is why I selected that color. Of course, every bride has her own, they've thought about a color in their head many times even before the wedding
Yeah,
happens
of
कि
course.
मेरी wedding का लहंगा इस color का
Even
होगा.
before the man is chosen, yeah.
So I guess it just depends. So, but one tip I would probably give is don't make your lehenga very heavy. Honestly, you know what? I wore my wedding lehenga. It's very well embroidered.
Yeah,
There's like
yeah.
a full embroidery on it. But I wore my wedding lehenga again at my best friend's wedding. And I did it in a way that I could. I switched my blouse. My blouse was also heavy. I switched my blouse with a more simple blouse. And my lehenga and it did not look as if I was like overpowering her or like I was too dressed up or whatever. So I would suggest like most people they go with a very again to each their own. If you really want to do it, please do it. I'm not saying don't do it, but like I like the idea that you're able to reuse your whatever wedding lehenga also. It's again my personal thing, but you don't have to.
Yeah. Because I would choose red.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
But I also want to know, in Bollywood celebrities or any artist that has gotten married, who is your favorite outfit? Which wedding outfit?
I would say Anushka because again that color, that blush pink color was something that I really liked for weddings,
Yeah.
and it's iconic. I've always liked Anushka and Virat as a couple also, so I have a soft corner there.
As per the internet, they started the wedding trend. So. Now, since we were talking about wedding, I want to also talk about your husband.
Yeah.
What do you have to say about his styling? If you have to describe his.
I have a feeling, I don't know, maybe most guys, whenever he's feeling whenever he is going to the gym every day and he's in his fit era, he'll work a lot on his styling also. So he'll choose pieces, curate his outfits, do all of that. But whenever he goes into that sluggish phase now where he's not working out and it's like I don't feel like doing anything, then his styling also like takes a dip. I think that happens with most people. But yeah, I try to give thoda bahut tips like most girls did. I switched him from skinny jeans to slightly baggier pair.
Skinny, I don't know why men think that's a good thing. I don't understand.
Yeah, and plus his legs are skinny. So I'm like, can't be very black skinny jeans. So yeah, I think and he agreed also. So I think that's one tip that I gave him. But otherwise, his styling is his own. I don't really bother him too much about styling. It's like it's a personal thing at the end of the day.
But if you had to tell men in general, if you had to give them 3 tips that they could follow on a daily basis to kind of enhance their personality through their outfits, then what would that be?
I think first of all, wear something that and this might sound cliche, and a lot of people say this, but it's cliche for a reason because it's true. Wear something that you're comfortable in, because if you are comfortable in it, say if you've worn something outlandish, okay, and you walk into a room, there is a possibility that you'll be a little like shy, or your posture might go like this, or you won't be like fully yourself. If you're wearing something that is your personality, if you're a basic person, you're an understated person, and you're wearing an understated outfit, your personality will shine. So it needs to complement your personality. That is the first tip. Second tip is maybe put in a little bit more effort. Put in, I mean, you can if you really like to, you don't have to, but before stepping out, probably when you've paired 2 things together, you've paired a shirt and a bottom together, maybe think of a third item, like what if there was one more piece that I was to add to this outfit? Maybe a chain, or maybe like a nice watch, a bag, some accessory, maybe a ring, or maybe a jacket, or maybe I could wear a t-shirt and a jacket instead of wearing a plain t-shirt. Small things like that, it doesn't require too much effort, but if you just stop for 1 more second and think, what is that one more thing that I can add to this outfit? It just brings up the outfit from 5 to 10 on its own. And third tip probably I think would be like same what I tell to girls also, invest in your basics, like wear good quality items, have that plain white tee, plain black tee, jeans, shorts, all those basics in your wardrobe that fit you really well, that fit your body type well. Have that sorted first, and then you can. I always say make a. Again, this is again cliched, but for a reason. 80% of your wardrobe should be something that you wear on a regular basis, and 20% are trendier items that you can, as I said, the third piece, that third item, or something like a different type of a shirt or whatever it is. So try to curate your wardrobe in a way that works for you the best. Right now, a lot of us have a lot of clutter. As I always say, a wardrobe full of clothes but nothing to wear.
Yeah, that's true.
Try to create a wardrobe that works for you.
What's your one favorite outfit of a man? If you see this person entering with this outfit, you would be flat.
Probably a plain white tee, some straight or slightly baggier fit light blue jeans. If it's Bombay, maybe a thin half sleeve shirt as a jacket, or a half sleeve jacket over it, and like a plain chain, and a pair of sneakers, white sneakers or any sneakers.
Quite basic. I think that's
I like
nice.
basic on like guys. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now my next question is for us women. What are the 3 basic outfits that you think every girl should have in her wardrobe?
3 basic outfits that every girl should have. I wouldn't say outfits. I can say pieces.
Pieces,
right?
yeah.
According to your body type, have a pair of jeans that fits you to the T.
Okay.
Yeah. So if I am a pear-shaped person, I would like to go with high-waisted, wide-leg jeans that fit me when I sit. They don't hurt my crotch. They don't do all of that. They are, if I like lightweight jeans, they are lightweight, and there is no gaping in the waist. Nothing. There's no like lines near your crotch. Nothing. It just needs to fit you perfectly. That one pair of jeans, according to your body type,
Yeah.
you need to have in your closet, right? Most people, believe me or not, most people don't.
Yeah. I have an example. Yeah.
So that, then crop tops. I wouldn't say crop tops. Tank tops in every neckline.
Okay.
So like, if you gravitate towards white, then white. If you like black, more than black. But a square neck, a high neck, a U neck, a crew neck, a half sleeve tank top, a bodysuit, whatever you feel you will probably. Why I'm telling you different necklines, because a lot of times what happens is it depends on your mood also. When you want to be comfortable, you don't want to be like, oh, my neckline is like doing this and that. You want to go with a high neck. When you want to wear a jacket, you want to go with a low square neck.
True. Yeah.
Those different types of tank tops have different uses, so have those in your closet. You can invest in like basic tank tops, and a blazer. It is I think, or depends on your style. I like power styling myself, so whenever I feel like, say, and right now I'm not wearing, but if I'm going for an interview, or like if I have a meeting or whatever, it doesn't have to be like a proper formal blazer, but any type of blazer, even if it's like printed or striped or whatever suits your personality, just have one blazer in your closet. It just gives you, on those days where you really want to feel like a empowered woman,
Boss lady.
a boss lady, just have a nice fitting blazer in your closet.
And what are the underrated accessories that you think all of us should have?
I always feel you should have a long necklace. It is underrated, and
Long necklace.
like a necklace that comes till here.
Oh God.
Why? Because it always, I have always gravitated towards long necklaces, because whenever you do not know which necklace to wear, there are very high chances that a long necklace will go with that outfit. Whenever there's like a high neck, or like a turtleneck top that you're wearing, or maybe like a off-shoulder top that you're wearing, you won't be able to wear any necklace with it, or sometimes no necklace will look good with it. But if you wear a long necklace, they work. And also long necklaces, they cut you near your waist, and so they highlight your waist without doing anything. So if you are wearing like a monochrome dress that falls like that flat, and it's like a solid dress, and you just wear a long necklace with it, you don't have to do, most people like go and belt it and do all of that. If you don't want to belt that dress, just wear a long necklace. It will suddenly start looking better because you've unintentionally highlighted your waist.
Fair.
Yeah, so it's a underrated accessory.
I'll just ask you a few trends of the year.
Yeah.
And I need you to answer them. The first one is one fit that you think ate this year.
One fit that ate this year, I don't know if it was this year. I'm honestly not too much into trends, but long denim skirts. That was one trend. I think that was 2024 though. But yeah, I really liked that trend, that fit, and it hadn't been trending. Like it's not like it came back or anything. It was like a new, fresh thing. So, yeah.
But also one fit when I say a celebrity wore it and you really liked it. Your favorite outfit of the year.
I remember when Deepika went to Cannes as a jury member, and she served a lot of looks. She wore that white sari with like a pearl cape jewel type of a thing, and she also wore this black dress which had like feathers, kind of like a deep neck. Actually, my Cannes dress was also kind of inspired by that. It's like a black V-neck dress with like feathers hanging out of it. I really liked Deepika's wardrobe during the Cannes Film Fest.
That's true.
Yeah.
The next one is one fit that you think just did not sit right this year.
This is controversial.
Got you.
I wouldn't say it didn't fit, but I probably would have liked to see something better. Was probably how Falguni Jain Peacock dressed Aishwarya at Cannes.
Yeah.
That blue outfit that she wore. Yeah. I probably wouldn't have done that, yeah.
I think she started off great, but recently it's really been stale.
Yeah.
That's true. One fashion trend from 2025 that needs to go back, get buried.
One fashion trend from it's not a trend. I've seen these flower claw clips, these resin or plastic flower claw clips. I'll show you later, like for the hair. I've been trending everywhere. I'm like, why? Like,
okay.
That needs to go back.
Oh no. Alright, one fashion trend that we are sleeping on that you think we're not utilizing much.
Maybe a circle sequin. You know those big circular sequin skirts, and I mean, I don't know where to wear it. We probably won't be able to wear it on the daily, but I like bling, so I think that's something that we could probably include in our wardrobe. It'll be fun.
Fair. One creator that you think serves.
One Deepa Khosla.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
One celebrity that you would never critique. Somebody that you respect so much that you see their outfit and you're like, nahi, main to kuch nahi bolungi.
I think Priyanka. Yeah, I like massive respect for Priyanka. So and anything, honestly, anything she wears, she looks good. So
and her personality
there's
also
no
has grown like crazy.
She just oozes confidence and yeah, she's.
But since you mentioned, how was it meeting her?
Amazing, yeah. I mean, that was, of course, like, I am such a huge fan, and then meeting her and doing that interview, it was surreal. And of course, to get that opportunity in the first place for a creator is a big thing. So always grateful for that to Max Factor, and yeah, it was amazing.
Any candid moment with her after or before?
Yeah, I think we were talking about. So I was talking to her about how I know how difficult it is to stand your ground in the US, because I was in the US.
Yeah.
I lived in the US for 5 years, and it's not very easy for an Indian to stand out and like do what she's doing. It requires
Yeah.
guts. So I told that to her, and she was like, she spoke to me warmly, and she was like, I get it. And I mean, that was like one moment that we shared, which was nice.
I think that's something that all
Yeah.
of us have respected about
Yeah,
her.
yeah.
One person you would kill to style one day.
I think Deepika, because she has such a, she's tall and like, I think she's every stylist's dream. She has that perfect figure. Anything you put on her looks good. You can do whatever you want, experiment, you can fulfill your own fantasies. Deepika Padukone.
One is talking about your milestone moments, right? You had a lot, but to mention two. One is obviously the Cannes Film Festival. Second is when you hosted the Pink Villa Style Icon Awards. And I also saw a video where you mentioned that in Cannes you actually were kind of, it took, the imposter syndrome took over you, where you felt if you were not, if you fit there or not.
Yeah.
Which then you kind of try to shift with the
Yeah.
awards.
Yeah.
So I want to know, just tell me about both these milestone moments first.
Yeah, I mean, Kathy here probably knows and what we were going through just before Cannes. I think it was a lot for me to take,
Yeah.
honestly. And I got overwhelmed, and it was something to be really excited about, and I was excited, and I should have been very ecstatic, but I think I had those phases where I was doubting myself. I was like, do I even do, like, typical imposter syndrome, right?
Yeah.
Like, do I even deserve this? What am I, like, why am I here? What am I doing? Like, I was seeing all these famous faces there, big faces there, and I was like, like, I don't fit in, and all of that was happening. And just before Cannes also, we were like scrambling with a lot of things. Again, it was, as I said in one of my reels also, it was a very last minute thing, so we were
Yeah.
like, had to prepare everything last moment, and dresses are coming in late, we're deciding designers, we're deciding accessories, we're like, things are happening, something is not shipping on time, you know, visa is not coming on time.
Oh my god. Biggest problem.
Yeah, so all of that was happening, but I think I only was able to take in what actually happened and what I had experienced after that entire thing was over. That is my little bit of regret, that I
Yeah.
couldn't enjoy in the moment, and it took me for the whole thing to get over to be able to look back and enjoy it.
That's sad, yeah. So talk about your outfit also. What do you wore?
I wore this red full sequin. I wore two outfits. One was a full red sequin outfit, but it had feathers right at the bottom. And again, I had Deepika's outfit
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Can in mind. And when I saw that outfit, I was like, yeah, I want to do this. It had a deep neckline as well, and we went with. I always wanted like cuff earrings, so we went with like a full from here to up cuff
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
And like slick back gel hair, so all of that. And then the second outfit was from Kalki, again like a full embroidered and sequin fit, but it was more of a mermaid style outfit, so we shot with the outfit also near the water, and
Yeah, yeah.
did all of that. So yeah, and then the third outfit actually was never planned. This was, again, I don't think most people know this, but I did not take a third outfit with me.
Oh.
It was this impromptu thing that I had to attend, and so my mom had one like quad set kind of a thing with her, that I just it had like a jacket, a kurta inside, and pants. So I removed the kurta, I wore the jacket and the pants with like a bra top that I had, like a tube bra top that I had, and I wore like a very heavy green, not kundan, like a kind of a green stone necklace
Okay.
with it, and just made it thoda couture and went with it, because again, I was in a different country, I couldn't source last minute, and there was this last minute thing that came up, and that's what we did. But I took the first two outfits, and the third outfit I just created there. It's okay.
Quite nice. Now the Style Icon Awards. How did that go?
Style Icon Awards again, I think after the Priyanka thing happened, that's when I got a little confidence ki I can, interview people. And I think Pinkwela also must have seen my interview with Priyanka, something like that, when they approached me. And of course, it was a big opportunity for me. And to be able to even like share space with celebrities for a creator is a big thing. You never when I started, I never thought I'll do this. So yeah, but it was nice. I got to interact with a lot of them. I got to learn. And
what's your favorite moment from the Style Icon Awards for you?
my favorite moment from the Style Icon Awards was probably with Anupam Kher. I think he had just arrived and he had to take the award, go into the hall and take the awards. And we were all, there were two interviewers, two of us who were standing outside the hall. Whenever a celebrity would come, we would take interviews.
Yeah.
And he was like rushing. And he saw, and I was standing right there whenever a celebrity would come, and I would be like, sir, please, like. And he saw me, even though he had to rush in, he couldn't say no, and that was very
So
sweet
cute.
of him. So he was like, beta, मैं तेरे को 5 minute दे सकता हूँ. And he did that interview with me, and most celebrities wouldn't do that.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, now to end this conversation, one final question is, what is coming up for Kinnari Jain?
I think in terms of content, we are trying to focus a lot more on not just styling tips, but viewing styling in general through a different lens that we're already doing with the character styling series. And I also want to try out different things around styling. So focus will remain on styling, that is for sure. Other than that, outside of styling, we're trying to see if we can start helping people in styling through other things like courses, workshops, all those things. But it's still in the making. Hopefully, if not this year, next year, let's see. That's also in the cards. So, but the focus will always remain on styling.
Makes sense. With that, we come to the end of our conversation with Kinnari Jain. Make sure you all follow us for more such content. For now, let's say bye to her. Bye.
Bye.